to log back on. That way I could try to seamlessly get back on if that happens. It's only happened once in the last few years. And this way here, I would be eligible to continue chairing the meeting and also to cast a vote.
Okay, we are set, Teddy. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I told everybody, the link on the front page is if you want to watch the meeting live on YouTube, which is what he was explaining. I just turned on that. So
YouTube, you got up
now,
running?
hmm,
YouTube, you already
everything's,
clicked on? All right.
yep, everything
No,
is good.
do we have enough for a quorum, or are you still
Yeah,
waiting
we
for
do.
Tommy?
You missed
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, we got enough.
You were being
Okay.
secretary for me.
There he
Thank
is. He
you.
just came on.
Yeah. Like I just gotta change his name. He likes being Zoom user.
He's got it on mic.
Okay,
There
Steve,
we
I
go.
still have the other
Okay.
one. Do you want me to keep both things open or?
I will leave this one. I think the computer would be better.
Okay,
Okay, I'll leave
you
now.
want to stay where you are or?
I'll leave this one, and if you could accept me on the other one, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay. So it is doing that. We are all set, Mr. Chairman, so I
Yeah.
am going to mute myself.
Okay. Let me move Commissioner Nejam, so I can get everybody together. Let me put the applicants together here. We'll put that here. We're gonna put Tim here. And who are we seeing first? Salazar, okay. And we'll put him over here. All right.
And I just deleted that. Yes, it's okay when you do it, okay?
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Now I'll mute myself. I'm sorry.
All right, ready to go?
Go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a regularly scheduled meeting of the Zoning Commission of the City of Danbury, November 25th, 2025. Let the record show we will begin with the roll call at 7:07. Commissioner Bennett is here. He's muted, but he's here. Want to unmute, and whenever you get a chance, just say yes. Commissioner Botello.
Here.
Commissioner Cabrera looks like she's absent. Commissioner James.
Here.
Commissioner Jowdy, absent. Commissioner Nazario, absent. Commissioner Nejam,
Here.
Commissioner O'Neill,
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
I thought I saw you. Commissioner Villacrez, absent. I'm Chairman Haddad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did we get 7?
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
1,
4
2,
absent and 7 here.
6.
That's 11.
Got it. Commissioner Harrison, I'm going to ask you to sit in for Commissioner Cabrera for the entire evening.
Can do.
So you won't be called on each petition. You're automatically in. Okay. The next regular meeting is scheduled for January 13th, 2026. Yes, we are saying 2026 already. Please note that the regular meeting of December 9th has been canceled, so there is nothing in December. The next time we see each other will be in January 13th, 2026 in this official capacity. If anyone has a flag, you're welcome to put it up to the camera. If we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
For which it stands,
One
one
nation.
nation, under God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty
and justice.
justice for all.
Thank you, thank you. I'm noticing on YouTube that the flag is backwards. I'll have to remember that next time. Minutes. Everyone should have gotten a copy of the minutes, October 14th, 2025. Commission members, what's your pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes of October 14th, 2025.
Commission members, there's a motion to accept the minutes of October 14th, 2025. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner O'Neill. Any discussion? Any additions, deletions, modifications, corrections, substitutions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. The legal notice for this evening is hereby given to the zoning commission of the city of Danbury will hold a public hearings plural commencing at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025, in a web-based meeting hosted on Zoom to consider the following matters. Petition of Steven Salazar, Blend and Brew, Inc., 317 Main Street, I-13037 for a special permit for cafe liquor license in the D-TOD zone. Petition of Deolinda's Artisans Incorporated, 5 Payneham Road, Unit 4, H10159 for a special permit for restaurant, beer, and wine license in the CN20 zone. Copies of these applications are on file in the Planning and Zoning Office for public inspection. Parties and interests and citizens shall have an opportunity to be heard at this time. The agenda will be posted on the city website and will include instructions on how to join the Zoom meeting or view the meeting live on YouTube. Theodore J. Haddad Jr., Chairman. Posted on the city website and town clerk's office November 13th, 2025. Published in the News Times on November 14th, 2025 and November 21st, 2025. Purchase order number 2026-002. Commission members also, this agenda was filed in the town clerk's office on Thursday, November 20th, 2025 at 4:51 p.m. Regarding the virtual Zoom meeting introduction, this meeting of the Danbury Zoning Commission is being held on Zoom as a virtual meeting. Even though this meeting is a virtual meeting, members of the public and interested parties continue to have the opportunity to participate in the meeting in a couple of different ways. You can participate via Zoom and see the audio and video, or you can call in by phone and participate via audio only. Please be aware that we may have to mute your microphone or telephone to avoid an echo or some other background noise. This is also being streamed live via YouTube. Instructions on how to participate in the meeting appear on the City of Danbury website, and all of the documents and materials that apply to the matters to be discussed during this meeting include the agenda, are also available on the City of Danbury website. As always, if you have any questions, please contact the City of Danbury Planning and Zoning Department. As a reminder, the entire meeting will be posted on and can be seen on the City of Danbury website. We will follow the posted agenda as per standard practice. If prior to the meeting, any questions or comments on the agenda items were submitted via email to Director Al-Bakri, those comments will be read during the appropriate portion of the meeting. Finally, please remember that technology glitches sometimes do occur. Please be patient if that happens. And hopefully we don't get any of those tonight. Okay. Briefly, for those that are new, the way this works is I'm going to read in a public hearing petition. We're going to have those speaking in favor speak, those opposed speak, and those in favor or that was the presenter can have time to rebut. If we're not waiting for any documents or exhibits or any further information, we may close the public hearing tonight. It may be voted on to be heard for a possible vote, and it may not. Right now, we're going to hear the first one is a petition of Steven Salazar, Blend and Brew, Inc., 317 Main Street, I-13037 for a special permit for cafe liquor license in the DTOD zone. Commission members and members of the public, everything has been posted. You have copies of everything. We have a petition for a special permit. There's a letter here in the file that was from our associate planner, dated October 15th, 2025 to Steven Salazar regarding this petition. Dear Mr. Salazar, I have reviewed the reference application to permit an approximately 1,600 square foot cafe with the sale of alcoholic beverages identified as Blend and Brew in a building located at 317 Main Street, Tax Assessor Lot I-13037. The property owner is Godfrey Limited Liability. The tenant space is currently occupied by Blend and Brew Cafe without alcoholic beverages. CW number 25-10. The subject property is improved by a 3-story, 8,432 square foot building. The applicant is proposing to renovate a portion of the first floor for a 20-seat cafe with the sale of alcoholic beverages. The remaining portion of the first floor will continue to be used as an office. Additionally, there are existing apartments on the second and third floors of the building. The subject property is 3,049 square feet and is located in the D-TOD zoning district. Pursuant to section 5F 3A of the zoning regulations, a cafe with the sale of alcoholic beverages requires a special permit in the D-TOD zoning district. In accordance with sections 5F6 and 8C4 of the zoning regulations, the proposed use requires 6 parking spaces, 20 seats, 2 employees. Town clerk map number 7013 shows that the parking is available in the private parking garage on the adjacent lot, tax assessor lot I-13036. As such, the department has determined adequate parking is available for the proposed use. Your application for a waiver to site plan requirements for said 1,600 square foot cafe with the sale of alcoholic beverages located at 317 Main Street is approved subject to the following administrative requirements. Number 1, approval is granted strictly for the proposed change in use, and any additional changes to the site layout will require a revised site plan application. Number 2, the cafe shall not exceed 20 seats. Number 3, in accordance with section 3F2 of the zoning regulations, the applicant shall obtain a special permit from the zoning commission for a cafe with the sale of alcoholic beverages. Number 4, the zoning enforcement officer shall verify that a special permit was granted by the zoning commission for the cafe use. This approval does not waive any other departmental approvals, requirements, or permits that may be necessary to complete this project, including that required for site signage. The permit center shall be contacted regarding the process of obtaining a zoning permit. Please contact the Department of Planning and Zoning if you have any questions. Respectfully, Allie Smith, Associate Planner. Copies were given to all the parties necessary. Commission members, also in the package is a map showing the property owners that are adjacent and adjoining. There's also a floor plan showing the front entrance and seating of the 20 seats, also the kitchen and the back entrance. And there's also a copy of the menu that you have within the packet that was up for public review and posted. Before I begin, Director, did you have any comments on this that you'd like to make before we begin?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. I don't have any comments. If you like, I have a map of the site. If everybody would like to see what we're talking about.
It was included in the packet, right? Everybody got it?
It was included, but what I have is just an easier way. It's just from Google, just to show where it is located in case you didn't have a chance.
All right. All right. Do you want to share your screen with that? And then everybody will take a look at that. If anybody has any questions, go
Sure.
ahead with those questions. Then we'll pull it down so I can see your boxes. Okay.
Bear with me here.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Got it? Okay. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the one here in the main floor.
Perfect.
And again, all the details I have on the slide, you already mentioned, Mr. Chairman.
Okay,
So
great.
it's shown here. How many seats, the square footage, and the zoning.
And I think that's some of the old time Danbury people might remember this as one of the original Subway franchises in the state of Connecticut. I think the top 10, maybe the top 15 first when the franchise first began, I think. Okay.
That's a good point. I actually had a slide, but I deleted it. It was showing the Subway sign.
Oh, was all right. Did you have anything else that you wanted to show, Director?
You know what? I will just have another slide. I know that we
Yeah.
have some new faces here. I will pause here for a minute just for you to know, all of you, when we are looking at a special permit, the item listed here on the slide are what we take into consideration. The application at hand meets all the requirements shown on the slide.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Chairman, I see someone's hand is up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Commissioner Bennett, unmute. Thank you. I didn't see that box. Commissioner Bennett, there you go. You're great. Commissioner
Oh,
Bennett.
good. Okay. Where is that property?
Do you know that it's on the corner of Main and Crosby? If you're looking at this building exactly as the slide shows, to the 2 buildings up is the mothership, 3 buildings up was the old News Times building. Behind you is Kennedy Flats.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep, got it.
Perfect. Commissioner,
Mr.
Commissioner,
Chairman,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
go back to the slide in case somebody would like to still look at the requirements.
I'm sorry, say again?
I will go back to the special permit requirement slide in case somebody didn't have time to go over what we look at when we evaluate the application.
Excellent. Commission members, if anybody has any questions, I don't see hands, I don't see boxes here. So just turn off your mic and call on me and we'll address the question. Trying to squeeze the boxes. I don't Director, I don't see any hands or hear anybody. I think we're good on
Mr.
that page.
Botello has his hand
Oh,
up. Does
uh,
everyone
Commi-
know how to raise their hand? It's on the bottom of the page.
Commissioner Botello. Sorry, I didn't see your box. Unmute, Commissioner Botello.
Sorry about that, Janet. I think Joanne muted me. I didn't know. Sorry.
I had to
in
mute
any case-
everybody because there was
Okay, in any case,
bleeding.
whatever, that's fine. Mr. Chairman, I just want to have clarification that with passing this application, is there any restraints as to hours of operation? Is this going to be a lunch and dinner? It's going to stop at 10 o'clock? What would be the release of the permission on releasing this application?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to hear the petition presented. All right, we're going to hear the petition presented. You can save that question for the petitioner or for the director at that time. So that's all part of the questions that we ask the petitioner directly, if it's not already volunteered by them. So yes,
Okay.
there are some Commissioner Botel, there are basically a standard set of questions that we do go over regarding help hours and training and things like that when we get involved in liquor. So we will address that. We'd like to hear from the petitioner first as to what their concept is.
All right, thank you.
Anything else right now, commission members? Director, you good for now?
I'm good.
Thank you. I'd like to call on Steven Salazar. Mr. Salazar, unmute and you have the floor, and we don't restrict time, so tell us everything you got.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. My name is Steven Salazar.
I'm Mary Salazar.
Born and raised in Danbury, went through the school system here. We recently opened the business up on August 1st of this year. And we want to thank you guys for hearing us out, our special permit. It's been a process and we've learned a lot so far. And the idea itself, as if you don't know, Blend and Brew is basically a health smoothie shop with coffee. We do special drinks. We focus on the healthy side and also on the coffee side. And you must be wondering, why alcohol now? We also want to change it up, do something different, a little bit upscale, something that makes us different from all the other restaurants in downtown Danbury. I wouldn't say we're necessarily a restaurant. We do serve food, but we want to focus on, especially drinks. I feel like as of right now, if you want to go somewhere to get a drink late at night, somewhere you could just hang out, there's no loud music, where you can have a conversation. It's really hard to find in Danbury, downtown Danbury, unless it's like a restaurant. Here, or if you go to Mill Plain Road too, the apartments there are there, the condos are there now. So I think it'd be something different for them to come down, late at night after work. It's right across the street from them, and enjoy a drink after work. This is not going to be, like a bar place late at night where you're drinking, hard. This is something, yes, after hours, after work, but somewhere where you can have a conversation, whether it's a family member, your spouse, a friend, network. I'm big on that. And it's just something different for the area, especially downtown. Do you have anything to say? Or you see that summed it up?
Oh, you basically took all the words, but yeah, something different for everyone. It's different. I mean, like how we have Kennedy Flats right in front. We get a lot of people who come or just come and study at night during the evenings, and we are open in the evenings. And it's a good change for people to come down, and it's different for everyone. Everyone has like their own different specialty of what they like.
And I think that sum it up for us. Thank you, everyone.
No, keep your mic open.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Number one, the hours.
Yes. So for right now, the hours
I'm sorry, days and hours.
Okay, yeah, days we're open Monday to Sunday. We have hours, right? Do you want the hours proposed or the hours we have right now? I'm sorry.
Um, how
Because it
about,
will change.
what you plan on your hours being, should this petition
Sure.
get granted?
So our hours, if approved, would be Monday to Wednesday. We're open in the morning from 8 to 2. We close at 2, and then we have a afternoon shift, and we propose it to be from 5 to 10. Once Thursday hits, we propose it to be from 5 to 1. Friday from 5 to 2. Saturday and Sunday. We don't see ourselves staying up that long because I feel like people will leave by then. But I don't know. I don't want to kick someone out at 10 p.m. if they're still there, and I have to close right now and you have to leave. I feel a little bit rude, but I don't foresee ourselves staying out that long. But I would like a standard bar hours, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you're looking to align yourself as if you would be anybody else on Main Street that has a full
Right. Yeah.
regarding hours. What do you have as far as workers go? How many workers,
so
how many employees?
Yeah, it's me, my sister, and my father. He actually helps out on the weekends. It's like a family business. If you ever pass by, you'll always see us there. We do plan on hiring. If this does get approved, we do plan on hiring probably 1 or 2 more part-timers because we can't do it on our own. Be more hours. As of right now, it's me and my sister and my father.
So it's safe to say, regardless of whether you hire other people, or I mean, whether you hire one other person, 5 other people, that there will be a owner or family member that would always be there.
Yes, always.
Every minute of being
Yes.
open. Okay.
Yeah, we're a small business. It's our first time, having a business, so we're always there. We like to make sure we offer the best service, and being there is the only way you can see everything, and making sure you do the
So
best.
let me tell you the first thing that hit my mind when I saw this petition, because
Sure.
it got me a little nervous right off of the bat. And it's funny that you mentioned it, because I'm looking at health food and smoothies, and I'm saying,
Yeah.
what? They want full liquor when they're doing all healthy smoothies, which, by the way, my favorite healthy smoothie is not on your menu. And that would,
Which one is that? We'll add it on for you.
that would be a vanilla milkshake.
Write that down.
That's my favorite healthy smoothie.
Maybe late at night we can add that.
So I'm looking at this, and I was actually hoping to see more food. Okay.
Okay.
Which I think you really have to. I think when somebody's getting a cafe liquor license, you've got to have. There's got to be a food issue here. Yeah, you've got to have more food than that. The other thing is, I was hoping that you were going to say to me, what we want to do is we want to say, hey, we got great food. Hey, we got great coffee. Hey, we got great smoothies. But you know what? If you want, you can also have a drink. Instead of saying, hey, come on down, everybody, we got alcohol, and if you're hungry, we can make you a sandwich. You see the difference? I'm looking for your spot to be a nice, and I don't mean this disrespectful at all, a nice cutesy place, a nice upscale corner spot, nice windows, and have people from Kennedy Flats or people coming home from work stopping by at a quiet place that's not noisy, where they can sit down and chill and drink. And it sounds to me like you said that before I asked you, and that's really what you're aiming for.
Yes, completely. Maybe it didn't come out that way. I apologize. Like I said.
No, that's okay. I'm just putting it down for the record. I already heard it once.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, somewhere we can hang out and just a nice somewhere we can network. I'm big on networking. Getting to know each other.
Yeah.
I feel it's the best way. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think those things are good for the community, and when they're on Main Street, even more so. My opinion. Commission members, let me shift gears here for a second. Commission members, this is a very rare opportunity for us on this particular petition, where we are allowed to condition a petition, a condition and approval. So with that said, I will go back to Mr. Salazar and say that when we see facilities like yours, we generally would condition this to be a service bar only, not a sit down shot and a beer kind of a thing, where you would deliver, if somebody's at a table, they would order the drink and you would have a waitress bring it over. Is that correct? Or a server bring it over?
Correct.
The other thing that has really probably never been said before from this commission, but it's November of 2025, and I see things getting out of hand, but I would not like to see, if this is approved, any signs in your window with any of those neon signs of beer companies or alcohol companies that glow in your window saying, we have Bud Light. It doesn't sound like you were going to do that anyway.
No, I
You,
everyone.
you should,
the
you,
sign
you,
that we
you can have a
there.
sign saying we got great smoothies and we got great sandwiches. We won't want you saying we got great Bud Light. You know where I'm coming from?
I agree. I don't know.
You
If you
agree?
go in, you guys have been there, you've seen our space, you know, it's very clean, very aesthetic, if that's the
Yeah.
word we could use. We wouldn't want to ruin that.
I'm going to call on commission members with questions. Did you have anything you wanted to follow up on any of my comments, Mr. Salazar? Or are you good for now?
No, I agree on everything you said, and if anyone wants clarification, anything I said, I'm here. All open book.
Thank you. Commissioner, oh, let me go to the director first before I go to you, Commissioner Botello. Director?
Mr. Chairman, whatever the commission might feel comfortable doing, you can condition it.
Yes. Thank you. Commissioner Botello.
Okay, thank
Here
you
you
for
go.
the
You
time.
got it.
Some
Yep.
questions. Is it Mr. or Mrs. Salazar? Can I say that? Okay.
We're simple.
Siblings.
Okay. My first question is what is the total capacity of the restaurant? Is it going to be increased? And as Teddy alluded, are you going to have a bar at any part of that? And what I basically want to come down to is that I'm hoping that you want to build a cafe versus a bar. And I think the
Correct.
difference between a cafe and a bar is that it's more eloquent. I was hoping that you're going to say you're just going to be serving beer and wine, but you're telling me you want an open application, which means that you can have people there from 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning drinking hard liquor. And all of a sudden you start out as a cafe and you turn out the evening as being a bar. So I have a little bit of a concern there. And I just want to bring it to the attention of the commission that we need to think about that, but to find out what your intentions are. I hope that you really want a cafe, and the true meaning of a cafe is like the lunch, the early dinner, but not the extended hours with the hard alcohol. So
Sure,
what are your
yeah,
thoughts about that?
Yeah, we can definitely clarify on that. If you go into the space today, we actually do have a layout where it's kind of a bar style, and nothing in the layout we have now will change. You know, the menu will increase definitely in foods, as they mentioned, and the hard liquors. I'll give you an example: an espresso martini, right? We have our espresso machine. You need hard liquor for an espresso martini, or a Bloody Mary, right? These are brunch things that we anticipate on bringing into our place. It's definitely on Saturdays and Sundays we hope to do brunches, and we definitely do need these liquors in order to make these drinks that people do look for. Mimosas as well. I'll give you another example. So we do, our main thing is brunches. We don't, I know where you get at when you get scared with the late night things. We don't anticipate this happening, but we don't want to make ourselves that much different from the other places hours wise. We don't want to have our customers come in, like I said, around 9, 10. Some people get out late at work that late, or school, college students, obviously. And, to kick them out by 10, I would feel a little bit, rude as an owner doing that to them. But I don't want to scare, the council by saying this is going to be a hard, what's it called, liquor place, late at night. We don't foresee that happening at all. Even if you go into the place tomorrow, you'll see that it doesn't even have that kind of layout or that kind of, I guess you could say, vibe. I hope that.
So
yeah,
that all the hours that you're going to be open, you're going to be offering food as well as alcohol.
We'll probably cut off food probably around midnight, but we have the capacity. Yeah. Me and my sister are probably always going to be there, and we can make it ourselves. So I have no issue selling in order to, help the business.
But that's what I'm saying. Now you're turning from a cafe to a bar at 12 o'clock.
Well, I don't foresee it being that late either. I just don't want to make ourselves different. I don't want to, like I said, kick someone out that late. I will kick them out if they show up there and, I'm saying, hey, we have to close at this hour, if that makes sense.
Well, leader, is it possible to put limitations on when you could serve hard alcohol in the application and the way it's put together? Or what's
Oh.
it either? It's all, there's no way you can control it. That's it.
Yeah.
As long as he abides by the state of Connecticut, would you have to close at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever it is?
No, he can have he can call his hours, but he can't, if he's open to 2 in the morning, he can't say, we're open till 2 in the morning, but last call is at 10, for example. All right. He can control his hours, but but you just can't say I'm open till 2 o'clock on Friday night and liquor stops at 10:30 or last call. So he's got liquor's going to go. I mean, that's the risk that we have to take as a commission.
To you, Mr. Chairman,
Director.
you might choose actually to decide the opening, or sorry, the closing hours in general. Say basically it can only open until, it's up to you, 11 p.m. or you can say 12 a.m. It's up to you. So, but it will be very difficult to have a closing hour that is different from the hour of selling alcohol.
Right. Yeah, Commissioner Botel, like I said earlier, we can dictate, we can condition hours, but if he's open, he can't cut off alcohol while he's still open. But we can.
Right, so then the question before us is: are we looking at this as a cafe or is it a cafe convertible bar?
Well, I mean, I mean, if you let's look at it in a different way. Let's say that he's legitimately. Let's say at 8 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon, there's people in there having dinner, 3 tables, and they're all done eating, and they're just sitting down drinking, and nobody's eating food. That's a scenario where the place is filled and nobody's eating. So it's very difficult to control. It's very difficult that at 10 or 11 o'clock somebody's done eating and they don't just continue to hang around there. Maybe he's got a TV, maybe he doesn't, or whatever, and just order a couple more drinks. It's a toss up from our standpoint. It's
Mr.
And-
Chairman,
once we say yes,
Mr. Chairman.
once we say yes, there's risk. Yes, Ms. Reed.
If you look up the definition of a cafe, it says that food has to be offered at all times, some sort of food. So, I mean, you know, they not saying they have to have meals until midnight, but I mean, they have to have the food available as part of being a cafe. That's what the definition is in the zoning regs.
Yeah, so that's why I had asked him in the beginning to expand on the food portion of his menu, to sort of highlight that or have more food offerings. But that doesn't mean that people aren't going to walk in and not order the food. We can't control that. There was a time where there was a ratio, and the ratio of there had to be a specific ratio. I don't know if it was 70-30 or whatever, where food had to be in the receipts. And I think Hartford looked at that. Isn't that correct, Ms. Reed? So, but that doesn't exist any longer. I'm looking for Commissioner Botello.
Yeah,
did we
that's,
just lose him? Is he
I
still
just
there?
know, I just lowered my hand.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see you now. So, even I asked him to expand the menu to make it look not only more legitimate, but more to conform with what the state wants, and that is you gotta offer food. You gotta have real legitimate food, not a shot in a beer, but real legitimate food. But we can't control when people walk in off the street and not order food.
I understand, but I like what Joanne clarified it. I think that place belongs to remain a cafe. We want it to have not just look like a cafe, be a cafe. So if that means that they have to maintain food throughout the
Yeah.
course of the action, then that's something that I would be seriously interested in.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Commissioner Nejame. Nope. Now you're good. Go.
We're good?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me give a little input.
Absolutely.
Steve, I believe what you're doing is right on target. I gotta be frank with you. I think Bob is getting a little too nervous about the bar sort of thing. I find myself really going to establishments with bars and in a restaurant, and I actually enjoy more sitting at the bar and meeting new people and conversating again with new people with a drink and also with food. So I think what you're doing is very much on target. If you look at a lot of new establishments, the bar and very important dinner is really becoming a big thing. I mean, there's a bar down here in Florida called Miller's, which 90% of the people have dinner and a drink at the bar, and it's very enjoyable. And going, does it turn into an all-night drinking affair? Frankly, no. It's generally it ends fairly early, but at the same time, you don't want to be kicking people out. So I think you're right on target. I like the idea. So I just want to give you my input on that.
Thank you,
appreciate
Commissioner Nejame. Mr. Sal, is there any comments that you wanted to say back to Commissioner Botello or Commissioner Nejame?
Yeah, no, I just want to rephrase the part where I believe they're hesitant on the bar being a late night thing. We don't foresee that, as I repeat myself. This is more of like, come get a drink. We prefer not to stay that late ourselves, to be honest with you. I have a full-time job. I work at Wells Fargo. I'm a banker. I have 9 to 5 hours. Thankfully, I have my sister who helps me all the time. So, I mean, she's there, and thankfully she has my back. But we don't prefer that, but obviously we can't take that away from the public, because then we're going to hurt the business and we're taking away from profits that we could see. We want to stay in Danbury. We want to be here long term. We want to invest in downtown. This is where we grew up. We want to stay. So the only way to stay is for there to be growth and profit, and we don't want to be another business who last for a year or two and then we have to leave, and then we want to stay.
Got it. Thank you. Commissioner Harrison, unmute. You got the floor.
I think it's, I don't know if this is more of a question for Commissioner Botello as it is for the petitioners. Does it make more sense for the concern of the late night bar, the hard liquor, if there was a set menu of, as Mr. Salazar was saying, an espresso martini or like an Irish coffee, as opposed to like doing shots of Jameson or having that offered? So to have a set cocktail menu with very specific limited drinks that do obviously need liquor or hard liquor in order to make them, would that ease the concern of maybe turning into just another late night bar?
Could
that be an option?
Okay.
Commissioner Botello, yes, go ahead. You just hit unmute, Commissioner Botello. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, thank you for that question, Ashley. Basically, we all know that corner there has gone through many changes for many years, and unfortunately very unsuccessful, so that it behooves us as the zoning commission that we want something to get in there. For one, I'd be cheerleading to get somebody in there that's going to be successful and it's going to last. Okay, because as you can see from the last 5-8 years, it was either vacancies there or there was nothing going on. So we are about building downtown Danbury, but we want it to do, making sure that it's done in a respectful way. We don't want to make it a situation where you're in this cute little cafe, at least me personally, and then at night you're combating against the hardcore liquor drinkers that are come in at 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then you got young people walking around the streets. That's not what we want downtown. We want a first-class, high-class cafe environment. And if that's what your intentions are, and I'd like to hear that from you, I'd be 100% again for it. But once again, I just don't want that to be once you find out that you have to make money at the end of the day, and all of a sudden you're putting up TVs and it becomes a sports bar. Now, it's a different character. it's not that cute little cafe. Now it's a sports bar that's doing hardcore drinking, and you got all the TVs all over the place, and you might be doing a little bit better, but it's not better for downtown.
Commissioner Harrison, are you good with Commissioner Botello on that? Did you have anything else you want to talk to Commissioner Botello about or ask any question?
No, I think I'm good.
You're good. Any comments,
Well said.
Salazar?
Yeah, no, I just want to reassure him that no, we don't plan on doing that. You know, like I said, we have our layout already. We have our business plan. We don't want to lead towards that path. I don't think it's worth making, like you said, the few extra bucks at night to ruin our reputation, to ruin our respect with the community, to ruin our connections, our relationships with the people in City Hall. So I wouldn't want to do that to myself. Like I said, born and raised here, my sister as well. And to give that look to me and my family, I prefer not to do that.
Thank you.
You just said you had a business plan. Was that presented to the planning department?
No, as in a person, like what our future holds. We don't have like an official written down business plan, but I'm saying as in like for me and my sister, we talked about where we see Blend and Brew going, you know, the plans we have on adding to our menu and that aspect. I'm sorry, maybe I worded that incorrectly.
Are we capable as a commission to ask that he sends to the planning department his actual business plan so that they can see exactly what his intentions are? Is that a place that we can take?
I did send that actually when I first applied, and because I had to apply with City Hall, and we just opened, so they should have it already. They do ask for that when we applied for the permit that we have now, or for them to approve our commercial space, if that makes sense.
Okay.
A lot of the documents that you guys have already was already presented since it was so recent. Like I said, August 1st is when we opened. A lot of the documents that you originally asked for, you guys already had.
Is that privy to the planning department for them to see what your plans are and what your thoughts are in the operation in general? Is that something, Waleed, is that something that is cross-countered with the application?
Director, did you have any comments on this? I mean,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To your point, Commissioner Botello, let me explain a couple of points here. Number one, when you apply for special permits like the one we have, you also have a site plan application, which I believe you have a copy of the waiver. If you look into it, you will see there's an internal site plan. Any changes to the internal site plan that you see has to come back to the city to approve it. So the likelihood that you can go ahead, nobody knows what's going to happen in the future, as we all know. Say you sell it and somebody picks it up and you want to have a sports bar. Highly unlikely because of two reasons. Number one, it will have to come back to the city. Number two, it's a very visible site and it's on Main and it's small. If you look into the application, I believe it's 1,200 square feet. So from a practical point of view, that it could turn into a sports bar in the future, I would say it's highly unlikely. In terms of the business plan that the owner was talking about, Mr. Steven, he doesn't have to send it to us because usually this is what I understood. He was talking about his internal business plan, how to be in business, how to actually get more customers. That's not what we really look at in planning. That he could share with our economic development, which I believe he, the applicant, have been in contact with our economic development advisor, Mr. Afali Santos. Am I correct here, Stephen?
Yes, I thank you. Thank you for the clarification, and I see that this is not an issue that I have to worry about. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you, Director. Thank you, Commissioner Botello. Commissioner James, did you have a question?
No, I just had a comment.
Sure, go.
For the fact that we are trying to encourage people to come downtown, to me, this cafe is a new concept. We are trying to attract and keep some of the younger people in town. They're moving in downtown and they need something to do. Not everybody drinks. People do like to go have conversations and network and get to know each other. So I think I applaud the concept. I think it's a new concept. I think it will satisfy many of the new residents of our community, and it might attract more people downtown to partake in other activities. So I just wanted to comment on that.
And the ones that are downtown would stay downtown instead of going elsewhere,
Absolutely, absolutely.
which I think Mr. Salazar would love to have happen.
Yes.
And his sister. I'm sorry, what was his sister's first name again?
Merely.
Marilee?
Charlie.
I'm sorry, Marilee. Let me write that down. Director, did you have a comment again?
I did not, no.
Director, no?
Oh, so you're talking to me, sorry,
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
In total, I can say that this is actually a good development in downtown. And as you know, we have been working hard, the whole city, including the mayor's office, to get businesses to stay in downtown. The likelihood that this can go sideways is not really high. And I see, talking to our economic development advisor, he's also very satisfied about the application, where it's heading. And I know he's not with us here, but he's 100% behind the application, which gives us a lot of assurance it will be a good addition to downtown.
Thank you. Commissioner Bennett.
Right now, there are a couple of restaurants that I think would be very similar to what you're trying to achieve. Like one is called Craft, where it's a very laid back kind of atmosphere. But you're getting into an arena, you need good food. If you have good food, you'll attract better people. And if it's a little bit more expensive, that's okay. But if you go and start putting cheap food on a menu with a high powered drink, you're going to be like everybody else. I'll just give you an example of a restaurant I was in last week in Newtown. It's called Taco Barn. It was packed. It just opened. Just sells tacos. Very cool atmosphere. Yeah, you could get a drink there, but the atmosphere was so cool. You got 3 tacos and that kind of food, that kind of environment. You'll attract more young people selling a taco than you will a hamburger. Just a thought.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I agree.
Let's see. I think for the record, we want to get your overall capacity. We know there's 20 seats. Do you know, based on your square footage, what your occupancy is? Mr. Salazar?
Well, the total square footage is 1,600 square feet. And I believe the 1,200 square feet is the actual dining area, bar area of the place. As of right now, we are at a 12 people capacity, sitting wise. Are you asking standing wise, or I'm sorry?
I'm talking about your total capacity that you're allowed, standing and sitting.
Sitting,
or is it just exclusively seating of 20?
Exclusively seating at 20.
Okay. And I think, Director, am I correct in saying that you need a minimum of 20, according to the state, to be able to have a cafe liquor, but it's also been capped by our associate planner as a max at 20. So he's going to be at 20 regardless, because he has to be. Commission members also for that.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. My understanding,
okay.
Initially he had less than 20 seats, but he needed to add more in order to meet the minimum requirement to serve liquor.
So commission members, he can't go more than 20 and he can't go less than 20 or he'll be in violation. So this is a very simple 20-seat facility. Anything else, commission members, at this time?
We won't fit any other people, by the way. It's not that big if you want to pass by tomorrow.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Salazar, we'll go back to you on rebuttal. I'm going to see if there's anybody else wishing to speak in favor. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Councilman Rotello, is that your hand?
That is.
You got it. Councilman Rotello, get a little closer to the mic if you could, please.
There he goes. He was looking up my nose again.
You're good. Thank you.
Okay, Paul Rotello for the record, 13 Linden Place, Danbury. I'm in favor of this application with a couple of caveats. Somebody mentioned, 2 people mentioned, Commissioner Botello and you, Mr. Chairman, the history of the site. Obviously, it goes back to the 1800s. We're talking about the recent history of the site, the relatively recent history of the site. I remember the late Jim Nolan telling me that it was subway number 6 And when you consider there's now 37,000 subways in the world, that's a pretty amazing thing. And subway number 6 was there for a very long period of time. So it has been a very stable neighborhood, or it has the potential to be a very stable site, judging from past performance. But as Commissioner Botello pointed out, in recent years, it's fluctuated. So a couple of thoughts. My major concern, if I have one at all, first of all, I represent the 6th Ward, and the 6th Ward used to begin at the Harry Dick building, and before I get 1,000 emails about the name of that building, it really is called that. It's an old building in Danbury, but the 6th Ward has shrunk like the gums on an old dog. It now doesn't start at Main Street, which is diagonally across the street from this location. And therefore, of note to the 6th Ward, it now starts much, much farther west. But still, we have a lot of 6th Ward people, obviously, that would patronize the place. The main issue that I have, let's contrast this with something that happened a couple of years ago. And I'm not going to get into details about this, but we all know what happened on White Street. This was a very different application. It's a very different proposal. It is something that we had hoped would have happened on White Street, but did not at the time. And this is something that I'm looking forward to seeing on Main Street. This is something that I believe, assuming, of course, that it works out the way the petitioners have positioned it, something that I think that most of us would look forward to, and I certainly would be, speaking for myself, would look forward to this kind of establishment in the area of the Main Street corridor. That being the case, my main worry is the state statute that allows cafes to have entertainment on sidewalks up until something like 10 o'clock at night, with 2 stories of apartments above this restaurant cafe. I think that would be wholly inappropriate, and I'm not sure if it's been a very long time since I've been on the zoning commission and actually had a vote for liquor licenses. So I'm not sure at this point if the zoning commission has the authority to actually put the kibosh on the sidewalk cafe thing. But that would be something that I would have concerns of. I would not like to, it's a busy corner. I would not like to see entertainment on that sidewalk under state statute. Now, I understand that the city of Danbury operates under state statutes and not above them, and the city of Danbury may not have the ability to regulate that. But if the city of Danbury does, and I would defer to the director on this one and staff, but if the city of Danbury does have the ability to regulate that, I would be more comfortable if that was delisted and not allowed. I would not like to see that on the sidewalk. I had a couple of other points, but you know, you guys are more than capable of handling that. But I think in general, in spite of the fact that there's only 20 seats, I mean, I looked at the map. There's 4 tables with approximately, I think, 14 seats at all the tables in combination in the aggregate, and 6 at the bar. I'm not sure how that actually works as a business. 20 people, day after day. I'm not really seeing it. I worry that maybe there's going to be a lot of people standing around, and that is not something that I would like to see. That was the main issue with the previous application. But I see honesty in the petitioners. I think they mean well, and I think that they're going to do well, and I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt. So I support this, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but I'd like to see this place open, and if and when it does, I'd like to stop in and patronize the place. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Commission members, any questions of Councilman Rotello? Commission members? Thank you. Mr. Salzar, usually you'll have your chance to rebut, but you had your plans on doing any sidewalk cafe, sidewalk table, sidewalk entertainment. I don't even know if you have any,
questions they asked you in the
sidewalk real estate available out there.
No, we don't have much, so no, we won't be doing that at all.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Councilman Perkins, I see a hand.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman,
Good
Commissioners.
evening.
Dwayne Perkins, 22 Main Street, member of the Danbury City Council. Actually, 317 is in my ward. I'll get to the easy stuff first. Commissioner Bennett is very important. He basically said that if you have good food, people will come from miles around. I agree with that 100%. I spent a lot of time up and down the East Coast, Florida and stuff. That's the attraction, the good food. My concern here is that I still haven't heard full vetting of the food, the kitchen, and the established hours. People have been talking a lot, but those three things are still floating around. We need to nail that down. Are you going to serve food from a kitchen? Are you going to bring in food pre-processed, pre-packaged, or what's going on here? The hours seem to be a little bit fragmented, in my opinion. So I need to hear some clarity on that as well. Will there be TVs in the space? Typically, most restaurants do have at least one TV. So are you planning on having TVs for entertainment, games, and the like? And Mr. Rotello just mentioned about the outdoor entertainment. You could probably get more information from the city planner, but there at least had been a time where there were grants available for facades, maybe not include complete outdoor entertainment on the sidewalk, but there might be a grant opportunity to open up that front window to have more of an open space environment. So that's something that you might want to consider as well. But I am looking for here right now to have us clarify the whole kitchen, food type, and solid hours of operation. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I may have some follow-ups.
Thank you. Let me, Mrs. Salazar, stick with me here for a second. You said it was Monday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Close, reopen up from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Correct.
And then on Thursday through Sunday, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m.
No, Thursday.
No, let me
5
take
to-
that back. From Thursday to Saturday. 5.
Sorry. Legally Thursdays it's only till 1 legally, and then
Okay.
Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday is legally you can only stay till 2, so 5 to
Okay.
2.
All right, so Thursday and Friday, 5 p.m. to 1, and then Thursday, 5 p.m. to 1, Friday and Saturday, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Right.
Right. Got that, Councilman Perkins?
Yes, sir.
Other issue of sidewalk activities, he already said he's not interested in doing any of that. He did submit, and it is public record, he did submit a 3-page menu. And I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but we told him one of our biggest concerns at the beginning was to try and massage a better menu into place, adding more food items. Because we want this to be a facility that's a food facility, and hey, guess what? We also have some liquor if you'd like, rather than, hey, this is a liquor place, but guess what? You can also get some peanut butter crackers. It's not going to be
Mr.
that.
Chairman,
Yes.
again, the definition of cafe from the regulations says that they have to offer food, but it says they don't have to have a kitchen. They just have to offer food. That's all.
Okay. And regarding that other question, Mr. Salazar, you do have a kitchen and you are preparing the food on site.
Yes, we have the food that we have currently on our menu is prepared on site with the equipment that we have. Everything on the menu.
Councilman Perkins, you got that? So the floor plan shows a kitchen, and they did say that the food that they're going to be serving is going to be prepared in their kitchen.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Look forward to visiting your establishment, Mr. Salazar.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Perkins. Any questions of Councilman Perkins? Let me go to Commissioner Botello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, we
We're
got
good?
you. Go.
Okay. As far as the questions that have come up and the concerns, I'm thinking that because of the fact that they have a well-known landlord, was reminded to us that he has apartments above. I don't believe that he's going to incriminate his people that are living above and make their lives miserable. So there's going to be a buffer there. The fact that we have a responsible landlord that we all know that owns the building, and that I'm sure he's not going to let two things happen. It's not going to be that you're going to be out on the sidewalk and you're not going to be having crazy people making a lot of noise downstairs at 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't believe the landlord would permit that. So for that, I think we need to think of those as two guardrails to protect the situation, which makes me feel even better about the situation to push this forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
While we're on the subject, I did have this penciled in. I was going to address it before I close the public hearing, but I'll do it right now. On page 1 of the petition for special permit, it shows the property owner is Godfrey Limited Liability. However, on page 4, Mr. Salazar circled that the neighboring properties belong to my landlord, Nolan Enterprises. And Ms. Reed and I went to the Secretary of State, and I do have it on record that Godfrey Limited Liability is also the Nolans. So that's just a little tiny bit of clarification I want to make. The other issue of is there parking available? There's plenty of parking available. The parking that was mentioned in the private parking garage on the adjacent lot by the associate planner, I checked on that parking. That parking is also owned by the Nolans. So this facility is not relying on parking owned by someone else, nor will their clientele be encroaching on private property they're not allowed. They're allowed and they have plenty of parking for this. Commissioner O'Neill.
I just wanted to.
You're good.
Okay, I just wanted to stick up for the menu a little. I feel like it's something that my daughter already drove by there. She's in New York a lot, but like she'll go anywhere for smoothies or protein shakes, and it is 3 pages, and there are 3 or 4 sandwiches and salad and the avocado bread and things that are just very trendy with certain age groups, maybe. Also, so I just kind of wanted to, and the bowls are also, like filling good, healthy things. So I just wanted to put in a good word for the menu.
Everything good except a vanilla milkshake. Anyway. Anything else, commission members at this time of Councilman Perkins? Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Commissioner Salazar, you have the last word here. Before I go to the director for final close, did you have anything else that you wanted to say? Any other comments that from what you heard people talk about?
I want to thank everyone who heard us out tonight, who reviewed our application, who's obviously here tonight. I know it's late at night and we all want to be with our families, but thank you again. And I hope you trust in me and my sister. Like I said, we were born and raised here, went through the school system here all the way through college. And we just want to, invest in downtown. And we've already made a big investment, to be honest. We're learning a lot. We've made mistakes, obviously, along the way, but we're hoping to keep growing and, keep being in Danbury. I love Danbury, to be honest with you. I'm planning on staying here just, long term. But thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Commission members, final questions of Mr. Salazar and Mary Lee. I don't know if your last name is Salazar.
Salazar.
It is? Oh, okay. Any questions of the Salazars? Thank you. Director, did you want to just wrap us up? Anything did you have to say?
Nothing really that stands out, Mr. Chairman. One thing I would like to remind the zoning commission of, it's really good to know who the owner is and to have assurance that it would be well maintained, but it's not part of what we really discuss because from our point of view. It's about the application you have, and if you have any concern, it's about the application. We cannot control who the owners are. It's good to keep it in the back of your mind, but it's not a point of discussion anyway. That being said, you see, it's a low-key application. I would say it's really small. We're talking about 1,400 square feet. It's very visible on Main. Highly unlikely anything will go on because anybody can see what's going on because it has windows all over. So whatever you might have in your mind about unpleasant experience in the past should not actually affect your judgment tonight, because this is very different. And also, it's mainly a cafe. It has food. It's a very relaxed place to hang out. And why not have some kind of an additional product that hopefully can help the owners get more customers in and allow them to stay in business. It's a very tough and competitive environment we have now. Thanks, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Commission members, we're all set and ready to rock and roll. If anybody wants to make a motion to close the public hearing. Commissioner Botello. Up, you're on mute. Unmute.
Sorry, Commissioner. Yes, I'd
That's
like
all
to make a
right.
motion to close the hearing.
Commission members, there's a motion to close the public hearing by Commissioner Botello. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Nejam. Any discussion? Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed? I did not hear any opposition or see any hands. This public hearing is closed. Thank you, everyone.
Mr. Commissioner, I'd like to make a motion to push this off to old business for possible action tonight.
Commission members, there's a motion by Commissioner Botello to move the petition of Stephen Salazar, Blend and Brew, Inc., 317 Main Street for a special permit for cafe liquor license at the DTOD zone to number 1 under old business for discussion and possible action. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner James. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? There is no opposition. This will be number 1 under old business for discussion and possible action. And Brew. Thank you. Give me 2 seconds for my paperwork over here. Commission members, the second petition this evening is a petition of Deolinda's Artisans, Inc., 5 Padenham Road, Unit 4, H10159 for special permit for restaurant beer and wine license in the CN20 zone. A letter dated October 15th from Associate Planner Allie Smith to Attorney Larry Pereira regarding this application. Dear Attorney Pereira, I reviewed the reference application to permit an approximately 3,800 square foot cafe with the sale of beer and wine. Commission members, this is beer and wine only. Identified as Deolinda's Artisans in tenant space B3 in the building located at 5 Padenham Road, Tax Assessor Lot H10159. The property owner is H&R Patel LLC. The tenant space is currently occupied by Deolinda's Cafe without alcoholic beverages, CSP 23-04. The subject property is approximately 1.84 acres in size and is located in the CN20 zoning district. The site is improved with 2 buildings. A 6,975 square foot multi-tenant building identified as Building A is located near the front of the parcel. The 8,420 square foot multi-tenant building identified as Building B is located near the rear of the parcel. By the way, Building A is perpendicular also to the road. Building B runs lateral with the road. The applicant is proposing to renovate tenant space B3 in Building B for a 43-seat cafe with the sale of beer and wine. Pursuant to Section 5E2B2 of the zoning regulations, a cafe with the sale of beer and wine requires a special permit in the CN20 zoning district. In accordance with Section 8C4 of the zoning regulations, the proposed use requires the same number of parking spaces as the existing cafe, which is 16 spaces, 43 seats, and 5 employees. As such, the department has determined adequate parking is available for the proposed use. Your application for a waiver to site plan requirements for said 3,850 square foot with the sale of beer and wine located at 5 Payner Road, Tax Assessor Lot H10159 is approved subject to the following administrative requirements. Number one, approval is granted strictly for the proposed change in use, and any additional changes to the site layout will require a revised site plan application. Number two, the cafe shall not exceed 43 seats. Number three, in accordance with section 3F2 of the zoning regulations, the applicant shall obtain a special permit from the zoning commission for a cafe with the sale of beer and wine. Number four, the zoning enforcement officer shall verify that a special permit was granted by the zoning commission for the cafe use. This approval does not waive any other departmental approvals, requirements, or permits that may be necessary to complete this project, including the required for site signage. The permit center should be contacted regarding the process of obtaining a zoning permit. Please contact the Department of Planning and Zoning. If you have any questions, respectfully, Ali Smith, Associate Planner. Additionally, everyone and the public, and not only the commissioners, received the packet and included that, plus the legal description, affidavits with the owner, the lease agreement, the adjoining abutters list. There's a map of the parcel. It shows it on Payner Road. It shows the front building A perpendicular to the road and building B, which houses this application. It runs lateral over the road. There's also a map, survey map. Included is the floor plan that shows the seating arrangement, the kitchen in the back, which was done in 3D. There's also a 1D sketch, other drawings, and there was a menu that was included that shows all of the salads, brunch, entrees, sandwiches, drinks, bakery, and pastries. Director, before I call on Attorney Pereira, are there any comments that you have on this?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, bear with me here. I see some contradiction between what you were reading and the agenda I have.
Oh.
Hey, Joanne, could you please just Joanne, are you with us? Can you hear me?
Yes, what? I'm
Yes.
sorry.
The agenda I have, the second item, which is the item that the chairman was talking about, it says it's not a cafe. Is it a cafe or something else?
Well, Ali approved it as a cafe versus a restaurant, but because he's going for the beer and wine license, and beer and wine license isn't the same as a restaurant license to the state, so she called it a cafe.
Okay, so
And it
what?
meets the definition of a cafe. So we, they, because they're limited to just beer and wine, they can't call themselves a restaurant. They call themselves a cafe.
Okay, so do we need to fix what is shown here on the agenda I have? Because what is shown on the agenda is not a cafe.
It isn't a cafe because it's a beer and wine permit. That's different than a cafe permit. The state has different permits, and there's a restaurant liquor permit, and there's a cafe permit, and there's a beer and wine license. And this is just a beer and wine license, but they are a cafe. They meet the definition of a cafe, and that's how Ali approved the waiver as a cafe.
Could you please look at what I'm talking about, the second page? You will see it actually says a restaurant.
Restaurant, wine, and beer, that's the type of license. That's what the license is called to the state. Restaurant, wine, and beer versus cafe liquor or restaurant liquor.
So the name restaurant is part of the state label.
It's part of the beer and
That-
wine. It goes with the beer and
That's the
wine
title of the
description.
license.
Got you. Okay.
Okay?
That's confusing, but
I know, I know. Used to be even more confusing. We used to have taverns and all these other things, so, but that's, the restaurant part goes with the beer and wine.
Okay, got you.
Okay?
you.
Thank you. I will just very quickly show where the location is,
Sure.
and then I will give the floor to the applicant. Can you all see this or no?
We have it, yes.
Okay, so as you mentioned, Mr. Chairman, on the left-hand side of the slide, this is the building, the one in the back is what we're talking about. If we go to the map on the right-hand side, the building we're talking about is where I am actually pointing at now.
The white roof.
Yes, exactly. So what we're talking about is almost 4,000 square feet. It's a little bit less, let's say 3,850 square feet. It's a beer and wine license. You have the menu that the applicant sent. It's mainly about baking item, bakery. That's what it mostly is. And the zone is CN20. That's why they are only applying for beer and wine, because in the CN20 stands for neighborhood, commercial neighborhood. You cannot sell hard liquor. So it's limited only to beer and wine. It's an existing building, as you see, and part of the application you have, which is the one that talks about floor plan. This is a hyperlink you have in the PDF, shows you exactly how the layout will look like.
Excuse me. One more thing, those two lots are merged now. They were merged as part of the original site plan approval. So the building with the white roof and the one in the front that's outlined in yellow, that's all one lot now.
Okay, so this one that had the black roof and the white roof.
Yeah, it's all one lot now. That lot line in the middle was removed. It's one giant lot now. They merged it as part of the site plan approval. I sent Ted a copy of the map. He might be able to bring it up.
So commission members, if you take a look at this, there's a thin yellow line on the border of the property. If you follow it from Padenham Road all the way back, all the way to the left and back up again, that thin line is all part of one lot now. You remove the heavy, thick yellow line between the two buildings. All right.
I believe I showed it on a GIS map that I sent with the petition.
It is in the petition.
Okay.
So commission members, and she wrote on the top of it, these two lots are combined. We have that as part of our packet right now, without any splitting up of the lot lines, without splitting up of the two buildings, I should say. All right.
So no additional parking is required. It's all the same building. It's just internal changes to the existing building, which is the one here with the white roof. Again, when we look at any application, we consider the conditions here on the slide. The application we have meets all the conditions shown on the slide. So there's nothing really that stands out. And as you can tell, it seems to be a business trend going on that everybody would like to add some kind of alcohol to get more customers, because as we all know, most of the business, like restaurants or cafes, are struggling nowadays. So that's why they come up with new ideas to add more, I would say, products that can attract more customers to come in. And I think it's actually a legit kind of idea to see what can get more customers. And it's also a good idea for us to be helping out if we can as a commission. That's all what I have, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to stop share now. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Commission members, any questions of the director? Thank you. Attorney Pereira, speaking in favor, presenting the petition. How are you?
Good, my friend. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good. Can I ask you before you start, are these the same? Are these the same family that has a place up on Clapboard Ridge across from the 7-Eleven?
No.
Okay, because there's the people up there also had the same last name. I didn't know. Okay.
Very common name. It's like Pereira. It's like Smith. A lot of
I'm
us.
sorry, I didn't realize that. I apologize.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
No worries. Thank you, Chairman. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Larry Pereira. I'm here to speak in favor of the applicant, Deolinda's Artisans. I'll give you a little background into the owner, since that was asked, and a quick rundown of the business operations. So the owner is Rui Texera. He's also the owner of Duro Granite Marble, which is at 28 Federal Road. He's been there since 2015. Duro Granite Marble is a tile and granite manufacturing business. During COVID, Rui, like many of us, was at home, and as a child, being a granite countertop manufacturer wasn't really his dream. He wanted to be a cook, he wanted to be a baker, and that's sort of where the idea for Deolinda sprouted. He started baking at home, toying with making breads, making his own yeast. And from there, the idea exploded. He's gone off and he's taken cooking classes, baking classes overseas, including in Spain and Portugal. The name Deolinda is after his mother. He named the business after his mother. And in regard to the menu, just because the menu came up, there is a more full menu than what's on the application. Rui has expanded his menu. So I want to make sure that we understand that he's got, like, for example, I'll read out some of the menu items. Beef a casa, which is a house-style steak, ribeye steak with shrimp and rice. He's got chicken breast. He's got codfish. He's got bronzino, grilled salmon, grilled octopus. So he's actually expanded his menu selection since this menu was prepared. He's only been open since April of this year, so he's expanding and offering more menu options. The meals are prepared for, we have lunch, dinner, breakfast. Obviously, the wine and the beer is going to be for lunch and dinner. We have seating capacity of up to 43 people. I think right now we have 42 seated locations. We have table seating of 30, counter seating of 12. The meals will be served, and so will the drinks by staff. There's no self-service. I want to equate this to almost like a diner. It's an upscale diner. So Elmer's across the street also has a restaurant, beer, and a wine license. They also offer fresh baked bread, fresh baked pastries. He has a gelato bar. Hours of operation is something that's come up on the previous application. So Monday through Thursday. Right now, these are his winter hours. He's open 6:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The close hours will be moved to 10 p.m. in the summer. He's got about 10 employees working on and off, about 2 servers working daily. And really the idea for the wine and beer came from a lot of his patrons were asking him, hey, look, we'd like to come here for dinner. Do you offer wine? Do you offer beer? So part of our Portuguese culture is we like to have a nice glass of wine or beer with our dinner, and hence why I'm before you today. I ask that the commission kindly grant the application, and if there's any questions of me, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was just taking notes. I'm going to, I want to look up something here because I may have a question, but let me go to Commissioner Botello first. Commissioner Botello. Unmute, and you got the floor. Commissioner Botello, unmute, please.
Oh, okay, we're good.
You got it. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see you, Mr. Pereira.
Likewise, my friend.
It just happens that 24 hours ago, I was standing in the location you're talking about, and so I need to get better and if my wife finds out, I'm a dead man. Okay. So because I had a little gelato. Okay, I'm supposed to be on a strict diet. But what you're telling me, I hope, is that they're going to have a major reforming everything that they have there. It's going to have to be totally redone if they're going to be made into a restaurant. Because right now, you have to the right, you have the gelato bar, and straight ahead, you have just the bakery cases. And so that questions I have for you, do they have a full kitchen there? And are they going to have the capability to actually have the semblance of a restaurant, which will have seating for 4, seating for 6? Is that what the plan is? Because as of 24 hours ago, that wasn't looking to me like it could be potentially a restaurant.
Correct. There is, if you look at the floor plan, there is a full kitchen and a full bakery area. So the whole back area is divided into 2 different sections. To the left is the kitchen area, and to the right is the bakery area.
Okay, so it's their intention to have this, well, they have the morning crowd, which is the bakery. They have
bakery, breakfast.
And then do a reformation to make it look more appealing for dinner crowd. Is that something?
I think that's the understanding. A more casual environment.
Okay. And I see that a Brazilian restaurant opened up right diagonally across from them, which is a Brazilian.
Churrascaria.
Yes. Okay. And that's where Leo's was, right? So
Correct.
Right.
if we could always use another great little place to eat.
Mhm.
I hope that they can push this forward. Like I said, I just hope that they are going to bring it farther than where it is to make it more appealing so that it really can represent to be in a restaurant.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Botel. Commissioner, any other questions from commission members at this time of Attorney Pereira? Attorney, Attorney Pereira, were you done with your, at this point? with
Yes.
your- oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have any, all right, we talked about no counter bar, service bar only. The menu, you said you're increasing. Commission members all know that this is just beer and wine, primarily because of the zone that it's in, as the director had mentioned. I think it would be different if it was in a different zone. We got the number of seats. We talked about the hours menu. Okay. So then let me also say, commission members, anything else? Anyone wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Mr. Coelho, your hand is up to speak in favor.
Good evening. Yes, Mr. Chairman. How are you?
Good evening. Take your time. You have the floor.
All right. Thank you. Michael Coelho, 47 East Lake Road, Danbury. I'd like to speak in favor of it and speak to a little bit about the history of the location. I believe in that same shopping center, and maybe Joanne can correct me, but where Basilico's was, which is where the Brazilian steakhouse is now, I believe they had a beer and wine there previously.
Yes,
I ate there plenty of times before. So in my mind, I would say that hopefully that's shows a little bit of a precedent being set there. But what I would like to speak about is Rui's place and commitment to our city and opening De Olinda's. From a character reference, I've had the pleasure of knowing him for the last more than 25 years. And whatever Rui does, just if you go to De Olinda's, you can see the quality of the establishment and his commitment to the city. He has brought nothing but the best. And we're very fortunate to have that level of a bakery / restaurant. And I've had dinner there plenty of times, and not just because I'm half Portuguese. I just like good food. They have a lot of different things on their menu. And I think would only benefit a space that was empty for a while in the city of Danbury to have a restaurant like that. It's a very reasonable request to get a beer and wine permit there. So I'm totally in favor of it, as are a number of people that I've spoken to recently. And I'm speaking, I won't give their names, but I'm speaking on their behalf as well. And I think that we are fortunate to have an establishment like this and an owner with Mr. Teixeira and the investment he has made in our city, in his business. And I wish him many years to come. And I think our job is to also help them. And I think this would definitely be beneficial to his business and our city to grant him the beer and wine application. So based on that, I'll turn the floor back to you, Mr. Commissioner, and thank you for your time.
Let's see if we got any questions for Mr. Coelho. Commission members, any questions of Mr. Coelho at this time? Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? I have not heard any opposition or hands up, so I will go to Attorney Pereira. Is there anything that you want to close with?
No, I just want to thank the commission for their time. I want to wish everyone a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Director, did you want to close us out with any comments?
Mr. Chairman, I wish all the applications were slam dunk as this one. It would have made my job and your job easier. So that's all what I can say.
Thank you. Commission members, any questions of the director at this time? Do I have any, Commissioner Botello?
I'd like to make a motion to close the hearing. I think it's due.
Commission members, there's a motion to close the public hearing. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Harrison. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Not hearing or seeing any opposition to close it, this public hearing is closed. Commissioner Botello,
I'd like to make a motion to move it to old business for possible action tonight.
Commission members, there's a motion by Commissioner Botello to move this petition of the Alinda's 5 Payneham Road, unit number 4, for a special permit for restaurant beer and wine license to number 2 under old business for discussion of possible action. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner James. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? There's no opposition. This will be number 2 under old business for discussion of possible action. Let me just make a note of it. Thank you. Okay, back to the agenda. There are no continuation of any public hearings. There is no new business. Under correspondence, commission members, everybody received the 2026 meeting schedule. Under old business for discussion of possible action. The petition, the first one is from Stephen Salazar. And that is number 1, Stephen Salazar, Blend and Brew, 317 Main Street, I-13037 for a special permit for cafe liquor license in the DTOD zone. Commission members, what's your pleasure on this petition? It's all fresh in your minds. Commissioner Botello.
I'd like to make the motion to approve this application for the following reasons. That we are predicating the information that we received from the planning department, and this request complies with the plan of conservation and development by ensuring that we are rebuilding downtown Danbury. And I see at no point it's going to be adversely affecting the health, safety, and welfare of the general public.
Thank you very much. Would you like to also add to that it will not be detrimental to any church, school, convent, or charitable institution?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, are you going to make it a service bar?
We're going to do that right now.
Okay.
Would you also add to your motion to approve on the condition that it's a service bar only?
That's correct.
Would you also like to add that there would not be any sidewalk tables or entertainment on the sidewalk?
That's correct.
That there would be no window signage promoting any liquor?
That's correct.
I think I got everything. Am I forgetting anything? We don't have to talk about seats. It's max 20, minimum 20. Commission members, you heard the motion with reasons. Is there a second to that? Commissioner James is seconding that. Commission members, any discussion on the motion and the reasons for approval? Commission members, any comments or discussion on the motion or the reasons? I don't see any hands. I hear no voices. A yes is yes. A no is no. Bear with me because we have some absentees. Let's figure this thing out. Yes is yes and no is no. Commissioner Botello.
Yes.
Oops, I'm in the wrong column here. Yes. Commissioner James.
Yes.
Commissioner Nejane.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Neill.
Yes.
Commissioner Harrison.
Yes.
Commissioner Bennett. Commissioner Bennett.
Got to unmute.
Yeah, he's looking unmuted.
There you go. Yes.
Commissioner Bennett, yes. And I will vote yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I get everybody? 7? That's what we got tonight? 7-0 to the Salazars. If you're still there, congratulations. Good luck to you. Oh, I don't see them. Did they bug out already? Oh, how do you like that? Well, congratulations and good luck. Let's go over here. Commission members, number 2, under old business for discussion possible action. Deolinda's 5 Paydam Road, unit number 4, H10159, special permit for restaurant beer and wine license in the CN20 zone. Commission members, what's your pleasure? Commissioner Botello.
He's good
My
at
lucky,
it.
this is my lucky night. I'm
Good
saying
at
goodbye.
it. Well, he does his homework. He does his homework.
Mr. Botello would like to make a motion to approve this application. Okay. On the following facts, that we are predicating our thoughts that have come out of the planning department, and the proposed application complies with the plan of conservation and development by ensuring that we are building downtown area to its best ability. And I don't see this to be a adverse effect on the health, safety, welfare of the general public. And I should be adding something about it. It's not going to hurt any churches or schools or anything else I'm going to be missing.
Detrimental to any church, school, convent, or charitable institution. It conforms with other adjoining facilities with beer and wine of the like. We want to condition that upon a service bar only.
Yes.
Well, what else am I forgetting anything? No, this is beer and wine, so this was a little bit easier on than the last one. What else? You good, Commissioner Botello?
Yes, I am.
Director may have a-
Unless any
Director may have a
commission
comment.
unless any member of the commission has any other ideas and thoughts, be added.
Yeah,
Waleed has his hand up.
Let me go to the director. Director?
Mr.
What
Chairman.
am I forgetting?
Yeah, a point of clarification. The commissioner, when he was talking about the second item, it has nothing to do with downtown.
Oh.
So my understanding, we were talking about item number 2. And he was-
Paydam Road is not considered downtown?
No, it's not.
No.
Okay.
So
Excuse
if you
me.
don't mind, if you can repeat what you said, deleting downtown.
Okay.
Thank you.
That this proposed application will comply with the plan of conservation development by entertaining and being able to advance, let's say that entertainment in Danbury, and we'll leave it at that. It's gonna be another
We're good.
Another area of entertainment for Danbury.
We're good.
Proper.
Thank you, Director, for that. Thank you.
For Danbury proper.
Commission members, you heard the motion with the reasons. Is there a second from anyone?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Nejang. Commission members, it's time to discuss this if you have any comments to discuss. Okay, let's do it again. A yes is yes. A no is no. Commissioner Botello.
Yes.
Commissioner Bennett.
Yes.
Commissioner James.
Yes.
Commissioner Nejang.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Neill.
Yes.
Commissioner Harrison.
Yes.
I put you in for Cabrera, is that correct? Yes. And I will vote yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I get everybody? I counted 7. I call on everybody, yeah.
Yes, 7.
Attorney
Yes.
Pereira, good luck to you, and if you would wish good luck to the to your clients.
I will.
I appreciate it. It was a good presentation. You touched on all the points, and we appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
And
night.
I can't wait to visit the establishment.
buy you a
Gelato there,
gelato.
the gelato is great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, commission members, where am I? There's nothing under for reference only. Again, there is no meeting in meetings at all in December. Our next meeting is January 13th, 2026. Under other matters, let me just thank Commissioner Botello, Cabrera, Harrison, and Villacrest for the service that they gave to the city. It was not only appreciated by me, but it was also by the other commission members, by the staff, the department, and also the citizens of Danbury. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
contributions. It's not an
Thank
easy
you.
thing to decide you want to throw your name in and do community service. But you did, and it's appreciated. And also I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in January. Any comments from any commission members before we go under other matters? Commissioner Botello.
Yes, as Pavarotti would say, it's time to say goodbye. So I just want to do it with elegance. It's been it's been a great experience for me. I was never a politician. I was asked to come on, and when I was told it's going to be zoning, and I said, yeah, but I never thought that I'd be so enthralled and so excited about being part of a good team. And I've just looked back on the 2.5 years that I've been on, and I'm proud to say that I never missed a meeting because I was always excited to go to a meeting.
Yeah.
And I need to tell you that, Teddy, you have been fantastic. You do the job well. And I'm not going to be there to support you, but I would be the first one to raise my hand to put you back as chair. So I'm telling everyone else that's there, this is the right man for the job. No one does it better. And you need to keep him there. Okay. And once again, I hope we cross again. And that's all I can say is that thank you for letting me be part of the team. I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's been an experience. I've learned, and I pray that you make good decisions in the future.
Thank you. And also I appreciate all the work that you did not within the hours of the meeting, because you studied these petitions, you prepared petitions, you prepared questions, you did on-sites, and as all the commission members do, but you were there for a lot of motion making. And I remember in the beginning you would make the motion and it's like, hey, you got to have some reasons here. And it took a little while for you to develop the reasons because by statute we have to. But yeah, thank you for that. And I hope our paths do cross again. And what's interesting is I don't think anybody here, the reason why I like this commission most is because I'm not a politician.
Right.
This isn't political. That's why I don't do anything else in Danbury. I just like the land and I like the regs and I like the Connecticut general statutes and I like to create and.
Well, thinking along those lines, as Jennifer gave me a call or a text and said, your sign is out there. And I'm thinking that I put my sign next to your name. And I said, oh boy, maybe I shouldn't have done that because you're the other party. And I reacted to her and said, I don't think we're at a party. I think that we are a group and we have a tight-knit group and we don't act political. Exactly. And that's what makes us special. And I said, put your sign wherever my signs are.
That's what I like most about this. It is just not political. Everywhere else on earth, there's Republican and Democrat, not on land use. That's what I like best. I should say Republican, Democrat, and independent and whatever else is out there. But that's what I like most about this.
And I just have one last thing to say, because this is for Joanne, because I'm going to get it right tonight, okay? The last night, I want to make a motion to adjourn.
Well, let's see if anybody else.
Good job.
Let's see if anybody else has any more comments. Under other matters, anybody else have any comments?
Joanne, come on, give me a kudo here, right?
I said, good job.
Oh, thanks.
Commissioner O'Neill, did you have a comment?
I just wanted to say, like, when I was out putting signs up and I saw Bobby's sign, I was like, oh, he's my team. And I just like automatically put my sign next to his. And I was like, I should really ask him for.
That's what we do. We're one group called the Zoning Commission. We're not a political party, in my opinion. A lot of people get mad at me for that.
That's the way it should be.
Mostly my party.
It should be.
That's the way it should be. We should be unfiltered, and we should have. This is the speaking group that makes the decisions. But just think back at what we've done in the last 2 years under Waleed. I mean, we have changed the direction of Danbury, which I'm proud to be part of. And every one of you that was on the commission, be proud because we have changed the future of Danbury in a great way. And thanks to Waleed and thanks to Teddy, we're going to be going in the right direction. So it wasn't in naught.
I'm always excited about it. Yeah, what do you call it? You guys know I don't have any children. I tell my nieces and nephews all the time about how we have an opportunity to create and shape and mold Danbury. And then I've been on this for so long, and Danbury's grown so much that we used to just do for us. Now we're so big, our decisions matter to New Fairfield and Brookfield and New Milford and Brewster. All right, the New Yorkers. Okay, I mean that's what we do. So,
But unfortunately, the job's going to get tougher if Hartford gets past what they want with the real estate. It's going to change the whole scenario, and things are going to be different. So that's going to be tougher on the commissions.
yeah, and let me tell you now, tell the commission members and also the public that our director has been trying to stay ahead of this because of what they do up in Hartford. They always put us behind the 8 ball here, and he's already working on everything that we have to do to comply, much of which we don't agree with, but we have to comply. And so we work on it. We work on it right away. And he has been, and he's got this. I've seen them all. I've seen Mr. Alpern. I've seen Ms. Calitro. I've seen them all do what they had to do to comply with Hartford. Director Al-Bakri right now, he's got the tallest task out of them all because they are just on some type of crazy rodeo up there. And it's hitting us right in the face, and he's got a lot of work ahead of him that's going to funnel down to us.
But how much is that? What's that going to do to our position is having a powerful scenario to be able to do the things and make the changes? Is that going to be taken away from us if this goes through, Waleed? If the way the bill is written, is the zoning commission going to lose power?
Well, to you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to thank everybody for serving, and anybody who is not going to be with us. I will miss all of you guys. It has been a wonderful relationship, and we were able to accomplish a lot. So thank you, everybody. We are working on a plan now, but I'm not going to share the detail, but we are going to be in a good position.
Good. Okay. I trust that.
You know, there's a lot of things we've done in the past that a lot of this up in Hartford's not going to affect us too.
So some stuff we did, we're ahead of the game. That's good. Some of this other stuff that we have to do, it's a requirement. We have to be innovative.
So if we were a little town that had like 1 or 2% of available housing for affordable, then we'd be in trouble. But that's not us.
Yeah.
You know what? I will tell you. I actually had a newspaper article published in Hartford about. I shared it with the chair about my view of what's going on. It's mostly not positive. Yes, it has some positive aspects, of course, but the way it was done very, very quickly, without really looking at the implications.
Right.
So, and some of it is vague. Even lawyers cannot still understand it, and it might be intentionally vague. And when you have vagueness, this is where you can actually use your innovation.
Use it to our advantage. Exactly.
Can smaller towns get together and get a court case to repeal it?
Well, my understanding, based on what the governor said, he is going to sign it.
Right. But if he does, and all these little towns get together, can they go and enforce an appeal?
I don't know if you can do this if it's actually adopted by the House of Representatives and the Senate and signed by the governor. I'm not sure how this would work legally.
Okay. It's going to be interesting to see.
Well, even if anybody goes to court, you know how it will take for a long time, and you still have to comply until the court decision is made.
Right. Right. Okay.
I don't see anybody going against it in court because it meets whatever was done from a procedural point of view. It met all the requirements.
Okay. It's going to be interesting.
It will be.
I was going to print it out, but it's like 150 pages long. Like,
yeah.
So I did work on an actual main points summary, and I can send it to you if you like.
Okay, just with the high points, it'd just be interesting to see what the metrics are that's going to affect us at all. It'd be interesting to see.
It's 6 pages. I know it just I can send it your way and you decide. I'm not getting into the details in the 6 pages, but it gives you a high level of what it is about in terms of what we have to do.
Right, sounds great.
Just be assured, and I do appreciate the director not getting into too many details, but I want everybody to know that we're on it. Okay. We're on it months and months and months ago when the first one came about. You know, and some of the things in reality, what this commission has already seen in the last year was to prepare us for this. For example, the widening of our TOD district, the D-TOD, that was number one because it was a good thing to do, but it does chop off, I believe, at the knees some of these things that they're trying to shove down our throat up in Hartford because we already got it in place. And I think we're prepared in some of the areas, and the areas that we're not, we will be very shortly. Thanks. Thanks to the director.
Your point, Mr. Chairman, you remember when we talked about the design standard at some point?
Yes.
This was an anticipation to them forcing us to have multifamily specific way. So even if we have to have it, we will have it based on our requirements.
Yeah. So we're going to take the vagueness and the uncertainty that they threw together for whatever reason, either on purpose or out of stupidity, and we'll just roll it into our advantage. And then we have the Western Council of Governments, the WestCog. I think we got 14 or 17 in our group here, and they do an unbelievable job. And we all stay very close, all of us. We all work, all of the heads work together of all of the 14 towns, all the way down to Greenwich, all the way up to us, I think. I don't think New Milford's in our cog right now.
The parts that I read, though, it looked like WestCog is going to gain more influence over the whole scheme.
Yeah, but you know what? WestCog is a group of experts.
Right.
The people that put this together are not.
Right.
People
But it looks like they're going to be dependent on them for more influence on what going forward.
I'd have more respect for this garbage if they had experts come up with it and tell us this is what the experts came up with.
Right.
And I still wouldn't agree with it. But these are just simple people that have no background in this. Just throwing words together because they have certain groups that they want to impress or appeal to or bow to, special interest groups, and they have super majorities up in Hartford, and they take advantage of it. And I don't have to say anymore. You people know.
That's enough, Mr. Chairman. It is what it is. We will deal with what we have.
Yep, exactly. We're good. Anybody else have anything else to say?
Teddy.
Yes.
I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving.
Commissioner Nejam.
Yeah, Waleed, if you could, first of all, thank you very much. You've done a phenomenal service for Danbury. But could you send me that highlighted things that you're going to send to Bob on the state?
The director, can you get your 6-page summary out to the commission members?
I can send it to all of you guys. That's easier.
That'd be great. Thank you.
We'll send it to the existing and the new ones coming in.
That would be great. Just so because your understanding would be a lot better. Because I've read the newspaper, I've tried to get it from the state, and it's just it's a lot. It's a lot of rhetoric, and I don't know where the basis is.
Yep.
You don't have to get into the big ones. We have it covered. Don't worry about.
All right. Well, I'd like to investigate those kind of things. it is my future, okay? I got to worry about things like that.
Anything else, commission members?
That's it. I want everybody to have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Just enjoy family.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We're gonna let Commissioner Botello do the proper motion to adjourn.
I would like to make a motion.
Commissioner Botello, you have the floor.
I would like to make a motion to adjourn, and for all our Jewish favors, people that are part of our group, l'chaim. Okay, that means to life.
Right.
So for that,
Commission members, the motion by Commissioner Botello to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by. Thank you very much. Second by Commissioner Harris.
Okay, it was a pleasure. Thank you. Should take a picture of this. I can remember. Let me take a picture so I can remember this.
Oh boy, we're waiting for his camera app to load.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I remember all those beautiful faces.
All those opposed.
Aye.
Good night.
Let the record show this meeting is adjourned at 8:59 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.